What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
Mo.
podcast, episode 96, TakeOver Wednesdays. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Whatever you're doing, you're at work, you're at home, you're out, you know what I'm saying, in your car listening to us. We appreciate you, first of all, but hope you're having a good night, too. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. The USA men's basketball team, they ain't looking too good, but we're going to talk about it. It's top stories from the Olympics. The Olympics are coming up, people. Show support
Mhm.
for the USA. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. We're gonna talk about the AFC West, which is near and dear to our heart because both of our teams are in the AFC West, and a lot more. So, without further ado, let's get to it. And we are back. Chris and Mall podcast, episode 96, Take Over Wednesday. Mall, what is cracking?
Not much, brother. Another great Wednesday. Ready for another great episode, brother. How you
I
doing?
bet it was a great Wednesday. You was off today.
Hey, man. Hey, sometimes you
I
gotta
come to
just,
I come to your I come to your place of employment. You ain't even there.
hey, man.
I see.
Sometimes you need to take a U day. You know what I'm saying? Just get away from all that craziness that be happening on the strip, man. So, how was work? Was work cool?
They had a dunk tank in the front where the elevator was at, and Baker was in there.
Oh
You
yeah. Did you?
missed it,
Did
man.
you?
You could have dunked them, man. I didn't have
Hey,
time for
man.
all that. I had to clock in.
Ah, man. Was there a long line for that or no?
Yeah, a couple of employees dunked his ass.
Hey man, no comment, dog. Let's just start the show, brother. Let's start the show.
What?
Let's start the show, man. All love.
They
All
don't know
love.
what we talking about.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's talk about the USA man basketball team, man. They ain't looking too good, man. They embarrassing us out here, man.
I won't say
They damn
embarrassed,
near
but
lost to South Sudan.
hey man, they got some ballers on there a little bit.
LeBron done had to save them a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, what's your confidence meter on this USA basketball team winning the gold, man?
Look. Let me start off by saying this. I'm a real serious note, man. Gilbert Arenas, Paul Pierce, man. Y'all gotta chill with all that crazy ass
Yeah,
talk y'all
that
did,
was
man.
nasty work. That was
That
nasty
that
work,
that
Paul.
that's a big hell
And
nah from
Gilbert
y'all,
Arenas.
man. We
That was
can't.
yeah.
We
That was
gotta we gotta find a way to unite Black
mm-hmm.
Americans and
And
Africans together, bro.
African.
We're all part of the same team. I get it, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Y'all live in another country and all that shit like that, but we should rock together, man. We gotta stop all that. But yo, my confidence meter, man, I'll probably say it's still a good 9, bro. At the end of the day, like we still haven't seen Kevin Durant. We gotta figure out if he's gonna be able to come back with the injury, with the calf injury. I know he's been practicing a little bit, kind of ramping up. He's still questionable to even play against Serbia on Sunday, so we got to see what's up. I'll be surprised if he does. So hopefully he'll be able to come back. Maybe a couple of games down the line. But I'm still confident, man. LeBron has been the best player on the team. I think next to Anthony Davis. This right here just makes me even more mad because this just proves Darvin Ham is a fucking war criminal and needs to be arrested for all the
War
stuff that he
criminal?
did to my Lakers team last year. You know what I'm saying? But I think with this team is they gotta learn how to start off fast, man. not taking any of these teams for granted. They got to limit the turnovers. They need a little bit better perimeter play as far as like on the offensive side with, I would like to see Steph get involved a little bit better, Devin Booker get involved a little bit better. It definitely looks like Tyrese Halliburton is probably like the odd man looking out as far as like within that backcourt. But and then obviously they were still trying to integrate with Derek White as well. So I think this team will still make gold. It's always going to be tough. Look, the world got better. France is going to be an amazing team. You got Canada, Greece, Germany, Spain. Man, they're all going to give them some great games. We're not. This ain't 92, bro. We're not going to blow out teams by 65 anymore. That's just not the case. You know what I'm saying? But I think we have the elite talent. I think we were able to switch on a lot of positions with our big men. We got some. I think we got the best big men in the league. I think AD has been shown that he's been the best big man in the world so far with the showcase games. So. And then you still got LeBron, we still got KD, we still got Steph. So we got closers on the team, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum and all that. So I'm not worried at all. It's going to be tough games, man. But I think this team has everything what it takes to, get gold.
Yeah, my confidence meter is still high, man. Look, man, like you said, man, there's better players on these other teams, man. This ain't like 92, where we smoking teams and it was just, the talent discrepancy was just so far in between. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that no more, man. A lot of these other teams got NBA basketball players on them too. So I hear you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just, I personally just think that, they just kind of like going through the motions personally.
Like it does say a lot that LeBron's putting in a lot of work in these fourth quarters. You know what I'm saying? For some showcase games, I get it. I get it. Maybe he's just in this sense where he doesn't want to lose a single game in the Olympics. I would have liked them to like tailor it back and then maybe try to get maybe Jason Tatum more involved, Anthony Edwards more involved, and kind of save LeBron James's leg. I figured he might have did what Kobe did in his last Olympics, where they kind of like they tried to reserve him, but in that championship game, I think Kobe played like over 30 minutes in that game. So, but it's gonna be interesting, man. We go right off the bat with Serbia against Jokic. It was a close game in that first half, and then we were able to blow it open in that second half in the showcase game like a week ago. So, look, man, it's going to be a really good game, man. I think we're in the same company. I think it's with Serbia. I think Puerto Rico, and I forget the last team that we're in the group with. But I feel confident we'll get out. I think it gets tough when we start seeing Canada, with Shea and Jamal Murray and all those cats on that team, and then France, obviously, with Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert, and all that length that's on that squad, man. I think that's when it starts getting really, really tough. And Spain and then Germany, like don't sleep on Germany. Dennis Schroeder is like literally turns into Allen Iverson when it comes to world play, bro. That he might be the best point guard in the world when it comes to that style of basketball. So Germany is nothing to snooze at. We saw what South Sudan has, and I get it. People are making jokes that we only won by one, but you know what? Hey, man, they got that. They've been developing. Young talent out there, man. You see the length, you see the speed, there's going to be athleticism out there. And, that development program that they have with the Dikembe Mutombo that, they got the leagues out there. You can tell it's obviously working out there. So, we're going to get a slew of a whole lot of talent coming out there in the next, 10, 15 years that we're going to see that could be dominating the league here in the future. How you see like France is, they got a lot of big guys out there look like they're going to start dominating the league. You got Canada, Serbia and stuff like that, Croatia and all that. So, it should be good, man. I'm excited to see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. Should be interesting, man. I expect a W. Damn it.
Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's talk about Leon Edwards versus Muhammad. I'm sure this is UFC, right?
Yeah. It's just UFC 304. It's going to be held up in the UK. So if people aren't familiar, this is a rematch. This fight happened, I think, back in 2021 in March. Edwards and Bilal. I think Edwards was ranked third at the time. They were fighting. First round, it looked like it was dominated by Edwards. Edwards, you could clearly see he was a more powerful and quick fighter. Bilal, he's a busy fighter, man. He's gonna put in the work, man. He got some really good ground game. He has a good stand up game, but he doesn't have the power like kind of like Edwards does. So in that match, unfortunately, it did get ended a little bit earlier to an accidental eye poke that was made by Edwards on Bilal Muhammad. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see the end result for that. So this one, it's been kind of a build up over these couple years because we didn't get the finality in that match. So now Leon Edwards is the undisputed champion. And he's gonna be in his hometown in Manchester. So the crowd's gonna be live, man. The card is gonna be pretty good. You got Tom Aspinall. He's gonna be fighting, defending his interim heavyweight championship belt. If people aren't familiar with him, that's kind of like the guy that a lot of people would love to see John Jones fight. Not named Alex Pereira. I think he'll be number 2. So he's gonna be fighting Curtis Blades. We'll be looking forward to that. And then Patty Pimblett, he'll be back, fighting. He's a very popular fighter in the UFC. So it should be a really good card, man. I think Edwards should definitely be the favorite in this. Bilal's gonna have to make it ugly for him to be able to win this fight. But he's been trying to get in his head all week during press conferences. So should be a good card, man. The atmosphere is gonna be pretty live, especially overseas at Manchester, man. You know how they get riled up, man. We see it in soccer games and boxing matches and stuff like that. So it should be a really great crowd, and should be some exciting fights, man, on Saturday.
For sure.
And I got Edwards winning on that.
What's his record? His record.
I think he's undefeated. I don't think he's lost.
Okay.
Yeah, he beat Kamaru Usman. So, yeah,
why do you think Edwards is winning?
I just think the style of the fight, man. I just think he on the stand up game. I think he's way better than Bilal. I think he's a well-rounded fighter. He can get on the ground. He can grapple. Stand up game. He's amazing. I think. He's above average on power, speed. If you watched his, if you have an opportunity to watch the YouTube clips on his fight with Bilal, you can clearly see literally he has a size advantage. I think he has a athleticism advantage on that. So I think everything goes to Edwards' way. Bilal's gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to get a little lucky in certain aspects. Like there are holes in Edwards' games. I have seen him get hit quite a lot. But overall, man, Edwards should win this fight. He should win this fight.
For sure. That's this weekend, right?
Yeah, it'll be on Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday.
Okay, for sure. For all you UFC fans, man. Put in the comment section if you ain't on here live. Put in the comment section who you got winning.
You got winning.
We want to hear from y'all, man.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know more, but the Olympics are happening, man. We got some top stories we need to talk about, man.
Yeah. Are you excited for the Olympics?
Yeah, this is very interesting this year, man. Let me get in this, man. We get the return of Simone Biles. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be leading the gymnastic team with Sonny Lee. You know what I'm saying? And then they got Jordan Childs, they got Dave Carey, and then they got a 16-year-old newcomer, Helzy Riviera. So you know what I'm saying? We know how Simone Biles is. She's considered the best, one of the best in the world, if not the best. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, last time she had her mental health situation. She had to get that right. You know what I'm saying? Sonny Lee ended up winning in Tokyo. She was the unlikely champion. People didn't think she was going to win, but she ended up winning. But they coming together, Simone Biles and her and those 3 other young ladies, and they're going to try to win the gold, man. And I think they have a good chance. I think Simone Biles is in a good place right now. You know what I'm saying? She's married to old boy in the NFL. She's doing good. You know what I'm saying? I think everything is great. So I think she's in a good place, and I think she should be the favorite. That whole squad should be the favorite to win gold.
Absolutely.
Then you got Ledecky and Dressel headlining the U.S. swim team. We all know how Ledecky gets down. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the best swimmers in the league, in the world. I mean, so I expect them to bring home the gold. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. But we all know what we all came here for, man. Jamaica versus America in track and field, baby. We know what we came here for. Shakari,
that's true. That's true.
Sharika Jackson of Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, what are we talking about, man? That's
yeah.
what we here for. Noah Lyles, you know what I'm saying? Versus hit, that side of Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for.
Low
I
key,
don't
low
know what
key.
y'all here for.
I think the
What?
funny thing is, I feel like a lot of people might be rude against Noah Lyles. Dog, low-key. A little bit, man. Just a little bit, man. I feel like some people might be rude against
Why?
that, bro.
Because what he said about the NFL and all
Yeah,
the other sports.
NBA and all that. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's
Some
messed up,
motherfuckers,
man.
they took that shit to
That's
heart,
messed
bro.
up, man.
No, man.
That's
Some
messed
cats
up.
really took that shit to heart, bro. They don't want to see
Nah,
that
man.
man win.
Don't root against that man, dog.
Nah, yeah.
It is what it is. He said something stupid, but. But
Right.
I'm excited for track and field, man. Track and field is my thing, in the Olympics. I love track and field, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
200 meters, 100 meters, 4x4, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm ready for it. Jamaica, we coming.
Yeah.
I hope y'all ready because we coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be
What you
good.
think?
Should be
What
really
you
good.
got?
Man, like
Oh, and then
nah,
hold on. My bad, not to cut you off. And also, we saw the situation with I don't know if it was Canada who was spying on New Zealand. Was that soccer?
oh yeah. I didn't get the whole story on that, but I did see like a little thing where Canada was spying on New Zealand or something. I don't know what it was for, but was it for soccer?
I don't know. I just saw the headline.
Hey man,
My
cheating.
bad.
Hey man, it ain't the Olympics if you ain't cheating, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
But
Olympics is
you
back.
watch soccer more than me. Can you really cheat in soccer? The formations or something that you can cheat and look at? Like,
I don't know. It's not like I don't.
it
I
ain't
think it'll
like
be kind of hard
football,
to
is it?
cheat.
Where I can see
Yeah,
the tackle on this side, or I can see the tight end over here, and
yeah.
you
It's
know what
not
I'm
like they're
saying?
running set plays or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe if maybe with the formations, like I'm not really too influent like as far as like defensive offensive schemes that you can go against with certain formations and stuff like that. So I don't know if cheating would result in anything like that unless you spiking somebody's punch where they ain't gonna be performing right. But
But they said they
um
were sending drones.
hey, I don't know, man. Hey, if they sending drones, whatever they doing, they must have thought it was going to be
Yeah,
some kind of advantage if they were, doing all
it,
that. So,
yeah, it was. Hold on, it looked like it was women's soccer.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I think it
okay.
was women's soccer.
I feel like Canada should be the favorites in that anyway. So I don't understand why they would be cheap. I would get it if it was against like the USA women's team, but not New Zealand.
Yeah, it's the women's team. It's the women's team. Yeah,
Nah, that's crazy. That's
shame on
crazy.
y'all.
Are they
Shame.
gonna? I'm curious to see what happens with that. Are they gonna, you know,
I
just kick him
assume
out
they
the,
would get
or like
disqualified.
disqualify him or what? I'm curious how that's gonna work. So, um, but yeah, man, honestly, bro, as far as like the stories, like, yeah, I totally agree. I think Simone Biles coming back. I think that's a huge story. Shakari Richardson. You know what I mean? Is she gonna be able to finalize that comeback tour, man? Especially with the situation that happened with her in the last Olympics. I'm very curious about that. I totally agree with you. The USA Jamaica track and field. I feel like track and field is always must see TV. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm also kind of curious to see the growth of USA men's soccer. Obviously, they did play earlier today, and they literally got waxed off the floor against France. So I was kind of seeing like just the development because obviously they're not the same players that are playing in the Copa America. I think that a lot of them are like the 20 and under cats, and I think some of them veterans and stuff like that. So I was just kind of curious to see the development of the USA men's because there's been a lot of conversation with that. Obviously, you got the USA women's soccer team. Are they going to continue their dominance on that side of the bracket? And then also, man, I'm curious to see who the next big boxing star is going to come out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got some cast that's coming up there with Jamal Harvey from USA. You got Arlene Lopez from Cuba, Julio Cesar La Cruz from Cuba, and Delicious Orr, which is a crazy name from the UK, from Great Britain. You know what I mean? Just yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? So Delicious. I'm not calling no grown man.
I'm not calling
Delicious.
that.
But But obviously, man, we see the talent that comes out of Olympics, man. Usually, there's a big star that comes out of boxing, especially during Olympic time. So I'm very curious. I've always get excited watching the boxing side of the Olympics too. So and then obviously we all know about the women's side of basketball, men's side of basketball. We all know we're definitely gonna be intrigued by those two tournaments as well. So I think overall, man, and it's also great to see the Olympics have fans again because obviously back in 2020 they weren't able to have fans with COVID and stuff like that. So it's good to have that atmosphere back in the stadiums again. This will be the first time for that, and we kind of get the inside looking in because obviously the next Olympics will be out here in LA, and so we're all excited for that too. So man, shout out to everybody. I'm very excited to see. Oh, congratulations to LeBron James for being a flag bearer. Also shout out to Coco Gauff. She's also going to be a flag bearer. And then for some reason, Snoop Dogg, he's gonna be out there walking too. So shout out to Uncle Snoop, man. Shout out to athletes, man.
Hey,
We're all
man,
gonna
he's the most popular rapper of all time.
Nah, yeah,
Man.
he is.
I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised.
Nah, yeah. Congratulations to all those athletes, man. Even Noah Lyles, man. I know me personally. I know you said something stupid, me personally, but I'm still gonna be rooting for you, brother, especially in the track and field, man. So go USA, man. Let's bring home the most goals, man, and hopefully everybody goes and has a great time, comes back uninjured, and we're good to go. Brittany Griner, please come back. Like don't do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? We don't need you locked up again. We don't need to go through that whole fiasco, dog. Like
my man Stephen A used to say, stay off
the weed. You know what I mean? You just got the baby coming. You just called yourself Papa Grimes and all that. You know what I mean? So
no comment.
Yo, that's what she did. She says I'm the daddy.
I know she did. No comment. Hey,
I'm gonna call her Papa Grimes. You know what I'm saying?
Papa Grimes.
Papa Grimes. So shout out to her. Congratulations to her and her lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I my bad, ladies. I forgot to mention the women's basketball team. I think they're gonna be extra motivated because of that All-Star game, brother.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the WNBA All-Star women beat the USA team. I think they're gonna be motivated to show we belong on this team.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I still think we're back in the. I still think on the women's side of the bracket, I think there's still a lot of development that needs to be happening overseas. It's not the same. Those ladies should be winning by 40 every game. I don't think it will be close. It's not going to be like the men's side. Men's side is going to be way more entertaining, but I'm still going to be watching the women's side, support those ladies, man. They put a lot of hard work. I'm going to root for my number one girl, Asia Wilson and Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young. I'm rooting for all those ladies, man. So
the Las Vegas Aces, baby.
Shout out to the ladies out there. We definitely gonna be supporting you. You know what I mean? We're definitely one of your top fans for sure, man. So shout out to those ladies for sure, man. Bring home the gold.
Yeah, man. Bring that gold home. Y'all know how to win championships. Let's do this.
Light work.
For sure. All right, man. Let's do better surefire picks, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Let me find my bets real quick. All right, cool. So obviously I'll start. So I'm gonna start off with the USA basketball men's team against Serbia. I'm gonna take the minus 12.5, man. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win pretty big. I got them around the 20-point range. Then I'm gonna take Edwards by KO plus 250. I'm gonna take that for Saturday, and I'm gonna take Dodgers money line for tomorrow against the Giants.
All mine is baseball, so I'm gonna take the Dodgers over the San Francisco Giants. I'm going to take the Rangers over the Sox. White Sox are terrible. They are. They're probably the worst team.
You weren't going to Chicago anytime soon.
They're horrible. I'm sorry. Call a spade a spade. And I'm taking the Orioles over the Marlins.
God damn, dog.
If you go to our Twitter page, we just played them. That's why my Royals just played them. They're terrible, man. They're bad.
Jesus.
They bad.
Sound like you talking about the Cincinnati Bengals or something. God damn.
Oh, we're going to talk about Jamar Chase in a minute. We're going to talk about Jamar Chase.
For sure.
If you go to our Twitter page in our YouTube page. Um, you click on the link. If you're a first time better, go to the BetUS online app.
Yeah.
This is all first time people. Sign up, put in the promo code join125. You get a 125% signing bonus to all three of your first three bets, minimum $100. Go ahead and sign up, man, and you get 10% gamblers insurance because they got other stuff on there, casino stuff on there that you can do. But go ahead, man, sign up, make
Mm.
some money, man.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Let me do this. Where's it at? There it is. Bam. Man. Let's, oh, this is my segment. I called this to get them the F out of here.
Yeah, I have no idea what this segment is about. So go ahead.
And to make this my hell no, but I had it had slipped my mind. That's why we got to get the F out of here. So Terrell Davis has been going around doing a little news, a little thing tour right now with his wife. He had aired on United Airlines, and he was on the flight with his wife and his kids, his sons and his daughter. His sons was sitting next to him. His daughter was sitting next to his wife in the seat like behind them, like to the like behind them, but off to the other side. So I guess a flight attendant who obviously was having a bad day um, was just being very obnoxious. Uh, when it was time to put the food cart around, they got the drinks. The kids, his sons asked for a couple drinks. He's reading the magazine. He noticed that the dude slamming the drinks on his son's tray. Okay, whatever. He thinks nothing of it. Does the same thing to him. Slams a drink on the ground, okay, on the table. Okay, whatever. Son's like, "Can I get some ice?" So he tells the man, "Hey, can I get some ice?" And when he did it, he tried to tap his shoulder because he was just going. So he tried to
Mhm.
tap his shoulder. Dude swung his arm. "Don't hit me." He's like, "I'm not trying to hit you. My son, I just want my son to get some ice." The man leaves the cart right there, goes to the front of the plane. The man in front of Terrell Davis tells him, "Hey man, I saw everything. I know you didn't hit him." He was like, "Yeah, I know I didn't hit him." So
Mhm.
another flight attendant comes with a cup of ice, hands it to his son. Everything is okay. Whatever. The flight lands. They telling everybody to stay on the plane. Terrell Davis is kind of like, what's going on? Next thing you know it, the police come and put Terrell Davis in handcuffs, claiming that the man said it, the flight attendant said that he hit him. He's
Yep.
trying to tell him he didn't, but they put him in handcuffs. They take him off the plane. His wife is hysterical. His sons are sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on? They got to go through this mess. For 45 minutes, he's getting interrogated until the cops realize that this is not really what happened. So they had to
Mhm.
apologize, whatever. So now they're going around telling people this story. And I just want to tell this flight attendant, what the hell is wrong with you? You bringing your mess from home or whatever you going through to your job. Look, I get it. We all have bad days at work. We pissed off. We get into an argument with our significant other, or we wake up on the wrong side of the bed or whatever, and you go to work. But sometimes you gotta leave that shit at home, man. As
Yeah.
soon as you walk in, you gotta leave that shit at home and stop bringing your mess to work. That is you didn't probably obviously this man didn't know who he was doing that to because Terrell Davis, look, I'm not saying he's above all people, but at the end of the day, he's a Hall of Fame player. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't being, it was one thing if Terrell Davis was being an a hole to the flight attendant and doing all kinds of stuff to the flight attendant. Okay, I would understand a little bit more. But your job is to serve the people on the flight to make their flight comfortable to when they get to their destination regardless of who it is, even if he wasn't a Hall of Fame player. But for you to do that, I'm sorry. Obviously, the man was white because he said he felt it was racist driven. So you get the f out of here segment for the day.
Well, I got one too. Since we're gonna do it, I'm gonna give it to Deputy Sean Grayson,
Mm-hmm.
um, the deputy that unfortunately killed the young 36-year-old black woman who was holding a hot boiling water, decided to shoot her in the head. He gets a big hell nah, man. You know, unfortunately, we had to see another instance of a cop not using common sense and taking another life. So prayers out to her and her family. Just another sad instance in American society that we got to go through. So quick and short, but man, getting tired of seeing stuff like that, man. Really, really makes you angry, dog, for real.
So this is to get the F out of here. DNA. Let them know how.
Well, know my slogan.
I like that statement. Gotta bring it back. Maybe not. Hey, look, I ain't gonna try to get on some. I got some light work ones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, I could get on Amber Rose real quick. You already did it, so we'll bring it back next week. We'll bring it back next week. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really sure about the.
Did you see the clip of her fighting no girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that round. I'm gonna give that round. Look, I'm gonna give the 10-9 to Amber Rose because of the dominance of the hair pulling.
She had no hair to pull.
Jocelyn didn't get any clean shots, so I'm gonna give her the 10-9 on that. But as far as like before that, I'm gonna give that round the 10-8 because Jocelyn was cooking her, as far as like verbally abusing her. So I'm gonna give her 10-8 on the verbal abuse, but I'm gonna give Amber Rose a 10-9 round on the hair pulling.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man, let's talk about your favorite game, Madden.
Oh my God.
Did you see the video, sir?
Yeah, man, I saw that video, bro.
You're not impressed.
Look, man.
You're not
at
impressed.
This point, look,
by the boom tech.
I'm not impressed by
the new hitting system.
Nah, because that shit gonna be glitchy as hell. We all know that shit. Look, man, at this point, they need to just go ahead and copy and paste what college football did. You know what I mean? The movement better feel like it. I get it. Like, obviously, I'm not saying college football 25 is perfect, but it's fun as hell to fucking play. I'm not getting bored with it. My dynasty's looking good. I'm 3-1 right now. If you have not seen, I posted that video of me, making that clutch throw against Mississippi State on the road. Fuck them cowbells, excuse my language. But online, man, I'm putting in work, baby. Like, I think I'm getting really, really good. I'm ready to take names. I'm ready to put patches on my helmet, man. As far as like giving y'all L's. So yeah, man, if y'all want to get this whoop, let me know, man. Let me know. But as far as Madden, bro, I won't know until I actually feel it, play it. Like, that shit did nothing for me. So we'll see. How'd you feel about it?
I'm interested in the offensive line stuff that they was talking about.
It looked the same. Like, they had the same shit as fucking college football. Half slide, full slide. It's the same shit.
It looks like they put a little bit more emphasis on the offensive line.
Maybe.
So I'm interested in that. So
what's your interest level? You know what I mean? Out of like a 10.
I'm at a 6.
6, yeah. I'm at like a cool 4 right now. I'm at a cool 4. I gotta play it, bro. Like, Madden 24 was fucking awful. It was awful. The feel of it. The fluidity of it, like, it was not fun at all to play. I was more miserable than anything else. So, yeah, man. Hopefully it's good, man. Like, I'm praying that Madden, because I love my football video games, dog. I really do. If Madden can't get it right, bro, I pray 2K is able to make a real football game, because I miss ESPN NFL 2K5 and all that stuff. I was ahead of its time.
It was. All right, man. Let's talk a little boxing news, man.
Let's do it.
We just got word that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Edgar Berlanga at September 14th.
Yeah,
which is what Mexican Independence Day, right?
Yeah, which is gonna be huge because you also have the UFC fight at the Sphere that same day. So it's gonna be
yeah. So they're going against that. Look, look, no disrespect to Edgar Berlanga, but this is gonna be over in about round 3. So Berlanga likes to swing them bows, like he gonna get knocked out. So This is easy work for Canelo.
Listen, man. Look, I'm gonna give this fight a little bit of love because we get the Mexico Puerto Rico rivalry. You know what I mean? We all know how that goes. Obviously, those are two big fan bases that take a lot of pride in their boxers. The atmosphere should be good. I think Berlanga is probably the biggest Puerto Rican boxer that you have right now, in a sense. But look, man, Canelo is Asian. We do see the Asian kind of affecting him to a degree.
Hmm.
He is
Hmm.
slowing down a little bit more. Berlanga, he does have power, but Canelo's gonna be the heavy favorite. Canelo's gonna win this fucking fight. You know, this is not the fight we want to see. We want Canelo to be a part of. We knew this was going to happen. I'm very curious to see who he fights after this. You know what I mean?
It ain't gonna be Benavidez. We
No,
just
it's
tell
not going to be
everybody that.
Benavidez because he already said he's not going back down, and that he's more focused on fighting the winner of Bitterbeef and Bivol, which uh, I think that's going to be very interesting, especially after what we saw with his last fight.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, man. There's not really much to say. Like we all feel like we all know the end result. Like there could be a surprise there just by the aging factor of Canelo. He is slowing down. So I do give Berlanga a puncher's chance, and this is nothing to discredit him as a boxer. I think he's a good boxer. I think he's good. I just don't think he's on Canelo's level, even with an aging Canelo. He's going to be an easy target for Canelo. So
But I will say this: even if
it should
Belanca
be
loses,
it should be an exciting fight though.
oh, it
I
definitely
mean,
is.
yeah, it's
But
definitely gonna
I
be a lot
will
of
say this:
balls.
I will say this for Edgar Belanca. Even if you lose, you still got the Caleb Plant fight. So you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
got that, even if you lose.
The Caleb Plant fight got called off, so you know that
Oh,
ain't
it
happening.
did.
Yeah, I thought it did. I thought homie can yeah, I thought it did. Like homie got injured or something happened.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't think the Caleb Plant fight is happening
Oh,
because it was supposed to be for the first. It was supposed to be the first Amazon non pay per view event, and yeah, I don't think that fight's happening. I think it got canceled or postponed.
speaking of canceled, Errol Spence Jr. might his fight might be getting canceled, or from what we saw, the dates might be getting changed from the Stephen Fedora. Now we saw a text message that Fedora said the date might change, but supposedly he got hurt. He's not doing right. Something ain't right with him. Do you think it's time for Errol Spence to just give it up?
Yeah, I'm starting to lean more towards that way. The longer it is between his fight from Terrence Crawford, like just we kind of talked about it, especially in the mental aspect for Errol Spence, like how he was going to be able to come back. He took a lot of time off from boxing. It didn't seem like there was a lot of motivation for him to come back as quick. Even when this fight was announced, I didn't get the energy like he was like that thrilled, to be doing this fight. Um, Look, man, I'm starting to believe Terrence Crawford ended Errol Spence's lifespan in boxing, bro. It's coming to that point where you know Terrence Crawford can put that head on the and wall mount that shit. It's a wrap. Because if you're telling me Errol Spence ain't gonna fight till next year, man, that's not good news. That's not good news at all. If you're telling me that he's not in shape, that's not good news. Hopefully, it was just like a freak accident during like a training session or something like that. But from the stuff I've been hearing, little rumors and stuff, it doesn't really sound too good for me. So it's looking more like that. The Errol Spence that we all once loved and knew is it's not here no more, man. Terrence Crawford beat him away.
Yeah. Look, man. You know how much we love Errol Spence.
We
And
do.
we,
We do.
we're big fans of Errol Spence. I'm a big fan of Errol Spence. I watched this come up. You know what I'm
Me
saying? I
too.
watched him from when he was on the chase from getting belts to him getting the belts from, all the fighters that he fought. And he put on some great performances, man. And
Amazing.
he'll definitely be a Hall of Famer in my book. He should definitely
100%.
be a Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
It's just, man, he ran into a buzzsaw, man, and Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is just different, man.
Is
He's that in this era. He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he ran into him, and I just think that did something to him. So,
yeah.
um, hopefully, he can get his mind right and fight Fedora. But now that I'm hearing this, oh man, it might be a Fedora might really do got a chance against Errol Smith Jr. And I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. Just you gotta look at how long it's been since he's fought. The issues that he has with um his trainer, you know what I mean? Not including all the other shit going on. So just his mentals and all that, man. Hey man, Arrow, just get your mind right, bro. You know what I mean? If you know you're not ready for this, no one is forcing you, bro. As you said, as Cris said, I believe it. I agree with him. You're a Hall of Famer, bro. You don't need to prove anything to anybody else. I know that Terrence Crawford fight really hurt you, bro. That was like the biggest fight of your career. And it didn't go the way that any of us expected it to go. I know it was an embarrassing loss, but man, hold your head up high, bro. I really gonna pray for you, brother, man. Hopefully the injury isn't serious. Hopefully you still have some of that arrow in you that you still want to continue your boxing career. Because I would love to see you fight again. I'm sure all the rest of your friends would love to see you fight again. I'm sure your boy, what's my man's name? Ray. What's my man's name? The one you hate all the time on Twitter.
Oh, Ray Jackson.
Ray Jackson. Yeah, I know he's probably hurting right now. I haven't heard anything.
He in the fetal position right now. Crying.
I haven't heard anything from Ray. Shout out to Ray. You know what I'm saying? I know he follows on Twitter and shit. But yeah, man. Shout out to Errol, man. Hopefully you get your shit together, bro. We're rooting for you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hopefully he bounces back, man. He was able to fight Fedora, man. Yeesh. Boxing is as much as it's a skill game, man. It's a mental game, man. And once you shot mentally, it's over.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's talk a little NFL. Uh, talk about Jets. New defensive end linebacker Hassan Reddick, man.
Mm-hmm.
So Hassan Reddick supposedly he wants a new deal, and I'm supposedly the Jets when they traded for him, they offered him a new deal. Um, he declined it. The Jets made Hassan a contract offer before the trade from Philadelphia. It would have been a raise from the 14.5 million he's scheduled to make this year. Reddick declined the offer. The Jets said he wanted more, between 25 to 28 million annually. They needed to see him perform first. So, do you think Hassan Reddick is right from asking for a new deal, or do you feel like the Jets do need to see it more from him?
Pay the man. What are you doing? Like this is supposed to be your Super Bowl run. Like this is the player you got to help that defense reach even higher levels. You have Aaron Rodgers, hopefully for the whole year. This could possibly be his last year. You got Garrett Wilson, you got Brees Hall. What are we waiting for? Hassan Reddick, I think, has 50 sacks in 4 years or some crazy shit like that, next to like TJ Watt and all that. Some kind of crazy stat. Look, man. I don't know what the Jets are doing. There's been a lot of noise this offseason with the Jets that I don't think has looked promising. Aaron Rodgers stuff. You have the Hassan Reddick stuff. You have the Robert Saleh stuff, being the lame duck coach. You have the offensive coordinator issues. You know what I mean? So, look, man, Jets, I'm tired of hearing Mike Greenberg talking about Devontae Adams going to the Jets. Bro, it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Like, no one wants to go to the Jets. You guys are a mediocre franchise. You guys are lucky to even be in this goddamn position that you guys to get talked about, which you guys don't even deserve. You guys have wasted one of the best defenses the last 2-3 years. So you guys wasted that. Who knows? Like, you guys should have another great defense, but you never know. You know what I mean? The shit can get shit's fluid sometimes. I'm gonna use the Stephen A shit. But look, man, I'm tired of hearing about the Jets. Sign Hassan Reddick, give him his money. Y'all can figure it out. Like, this is supposed to be y'all chance to win the chip. What are y'all waiting for? Y'all been waiting for this moment since Joe Namath. Like, so make it happen. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. You pay the man, dog. Like, okay, so this is Hassan Reddick's stats since his sack numbers since 2020.
Yeah.
He's got in 2020 he had 12 and a half. In 2021 he had 11. In the Super Bowl year, he had 16, and last year he had 11. So he's a double sack type of guy. You
So he
pay
had
that,
about
man.
close to 50. That's close to 50, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So you pay that, man.
Pay him.
You know what I'm saying? You pay that, man. You need it. You need all the help y'all can get. Even though y'all defense was already elite, but
He could
he
take it to
bring
the next level.
he
You
can.
know what I mean? He really can. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the issues are. And then the opportunity, like this division is is wide open. Like you got the Bills, you got the Dolphins, you got obviously the Patriots aren't going to be in consideration, but like this is wide open. This is for your chance to be able to dominate, get a high seed. No issues. Like I don't know what you're doing. I feel like the GM, I don't know what he's doing, bro. I have no idea what they're all doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, man. We're gonna do the random news segment.
All right, man. Let's do it.
I got a little clip for you, sir. You ready for
What you
this?
got? Yeah, let's do it.
It is now time for Maul's random
Yeah, I like that shit. I like that shit. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. Hey man, shout out to Cris, man. Hey, that shit was fire, dog. That shit was fire. That shit was fire, bro. Hey, I don't know why that shit was funny as hell. All right, man. So I started off. So obviously breaking news with everything going on in the NBA. Amazon is officially going to be taking over the TNT thing. But they also have announced it that there's rumors that Amazon is also interested in pursuing the cast of TNT's Inside the NBA after they secured their media rights deal with the league, man. So what are your thoughts on that? And do you think the guys should take that offer? What do you think?
I don't know. Who retired? Charles Barkley retired, right?
Charles Barkley said this is going to be his last year. Yeah.
Bro, I think it's unless they find somebody that can replace him, I think it's over for them.
Amazon got the bread. They can literally be like, look, we'll give you each $100 million.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
True.
Bezos has the bread, you know what I mean? I think
does.
with Charles Barkley, I know he says that he doesn't want to. I think he's gonna retire, but hey, everybody got a price for a year.
Yeah. We'll see. But I think it's over for them. Unless Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny say I'll take it, and then they just add somebody or they just keep the three. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's gonna be a sad year, man. Watching that gonna be last year. Hopefully not. Other news: Inside Out 2 has become the highest grossing animated film of all time. Are you surprised by that? Or like, have you watched that movie? Like,
I haven't watched it yet. I heard good things about it. I heard a lot of people say they like it. But I am surprised. It's a good, the first one was good,
yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
was.
But yeah, I am surprised to, see that it's the highest grossing. But you know what? I actually not. With this generation of kids nowadays who are more in tune with mental health and all that stuff, and this movie kind of deals with that anxiety and things of that nature, bipolar disease and all that stuff. So actually I'm not surprised because, like I said, but it takes it from a cartoon perspective, you know what I'm saying? Inside your mind, you got all these different personality sets, and how kids, when they get to their teenage years, how that all that stuff enhances, you know what I'm saying? Everything changes for them, their hormones change, they're into different things, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I now that I think about it, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, I kind of tend to agree, but at the same time, it's like, damn, it beat out Toy Story. Damn, it beat out Despicable Me, Minions, and stuff, because those are very prominent animated.
Yeah, this last Despicable Me was really good. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. I'm always fan of the Minions and stuff like that. In other news, two-time gold medalist Carly Lloyd got multiple offers from NFL teams after she was seen hitting 55-yard field goals at Eagles training camp. She said things got pretty serious with a couple teams, man. What are your thoughts? Do you think they should have, signed her up, have the potential for
Why
that?
not? Why not? As a kicker, yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
Why not? I mean, they could protect her. Just put her on kickoff. Don't 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 put on field goals and kickoffs. Don't let her
yeah,
do any. Or maybe not even kickoff. I don't know if you put on kickoff because she get that tackle.
right, right.
But you definitely put her on field goal. What's her name, and just see what she can do. You know what
Do
I'm
you think we'll
saying?
ever see a female kicker in the NFL?
I think eventually we will.
Yeah.
I think eventually we will. We'll see a female kicker. Definitely.
Mm, okay. In other news, Vegas is finally getting a Bojangles, man. Are you excited?
Hell yeah, Bojangles is fire, dog. Bring that chicken here, dog. It's Popeyes with better biscuits.
I've never had Bojangles, so I'm pretty excited to try it. I know this. I know the first Bojangles is gonna be put in the hood. It's not gonna be nowhere near me.
I
It's not gonna
doubt
be.
it. I doubt it. No, it's gonna be somewhere on your side of town. That's what they always do. They always put it on your side of town.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. We'll have to see. I gotta
They
find. I
always
gotta figure out where the. I gotta figure out what the Bojangles is gonna be. But shout out to Bojangles, man.
it's gonna be on like Tropicana and whatever. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, shout out to Bojangles. You know what I mean? If y'all wanna, sponsor the show,
Yeah.
let us know.
It's
Um,
Popeyes with better biscuits. That's what it is.
There you go. OT Genesis says his baby mama Malika offered him $100K to have another baby with him. Would you accept that offer if it happened to you?
Hell no.
Nah, you would say not for 100. Yo, baby, like yo, your girl comes to you. Yo, I give you 100,000 cold cash right now.
Brother,
If you give me
listen,
another baby.
listen. I love my babies, all four of them. But raising these kids is hard out there in these streets, man. I don't care. You can't pay me enough money to make me have another child at
Nah,
41 years old. I'm sorry. No.
well, there's got to be a number though. There's got to be a number. What's the number? Like somebody said
Bro,
a million.
bro.
Somebody said a million for another kid.
These kids are straight. And nowadays, in 2024,
Uh,
it's rough raising a kid nowadays.
so you want to do it for $1 million?
Probably, but still.
Go ahead, give up that seed, bro. You know you would for $1 million. Come on, man. Come on, man. In more news, ESPN's Around the Horror can end by 2025, according to reports. Man, what are your thoughts on that?
They had a good run, man.
Good show. Good show.
Had a good
Not
Not the
PCI
big-
though.
not yeah, they had a good run, man. I'm surprised, you know what I'm saying, because they could, that show can, you can recycle that show so much because there's so many new reporters that
Absolutely.
come up, so you can always have a new reporter coming, and that's actually a good. Around the Horn is actually a good space for you to get your chops ready for like the
Absolutely.
bigger shows when you're on First Take or you're on PTI, you got to fill in or whatever. It's a good show to come on there and get your practice in on debating because it's actually you're getting scored on your good points. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I actually think that's a bad thing. I don't think ESPN should get rid of them because that's a good thing for these young people to get their chops ready for it.
I agree with you. I think it's a great tool for them to get ready for a big sports debate shows like
Mhm.
First Take or whatever. And then obviously, I think it's a good play to see a lot of new journalists out there. You get to see a lot of
Yeah.
new journalists, and depending on whether you like their opinions or not, what I mean, you can become big fans of them. That can help their career and explode. So hopefully, this doesn't go through. Like I said, it's just reports. There's nothing official yet, but hopefully they figure something out.
Man, I've been watching Tony reality since I was in high school, man, middle school.
Nah,
Damn,
yeah.
man, you can't get rid of Tony.
Nah. Hopefully not. Other news. Tory Lanez announces he has a new project titled Prison Tapes. He was him and his engineer have finally been able to learn and figure out how to make music through him in jail. So, what are your thoughts with that? Excited?
My thoughts are prisoners have way too goddamn access. They can get on
Bro, they got better.
Instagram.
Some prisoners got better lives than motherfuckers that are out in jail. Out of jail.
Instagram lives and shit. They be
that
talking to females and stuff. And
Niggas be barbecuing on their beds and shit. Shit is crazy out in the jail, bro. Video games, all that. We saw the video. We saw the little porn thing with motherfucker blowing the back out of the security guard and shit. So it's crazy. But yeah, what are your thoughts with Tory Lanez? Well, are you excited? I don't know if you're a fan of Tory Lanez.
I'm interested to hear. I like Tory Lanez. I'm
Yeah,
interested to hear what he got to say. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He probably gonna be defending Drake and throwing shots at Kendrick.
Hey man, I'm super excited to hear Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez has been one of my favorite artists. I said it. If you haven't looked at my Twitter, I recently posted that Tory Lanez from 2014 till before he went to jail had a better run than Drake. I don't give a fuck what anybody.
Ooh, that's high takey
Don't
right
care.
there.
He had a better
They
run
gonna
than
kill
Drake.
you in the conversation.
2014 when he dropped Chicks Tape 2 from till by the time he went to jail, check the track record. All those mixtapes, albums that he dropped, better than Drake. I don't care what anybody says. Um,
Do
Dream
y'all
Dog.
agree with him?
Yeah, let me know if y'all want to cuss me out, call me a fool. I don't care, but let me know. We like to see people be active in our chat, in our Twitters, all that. So, I got a couple more for you. Dream Doll says BBLs are going out of style, and she wants to get back to her natural body. How do you feel about that?
I don't know if it's going out of style. I see a BBL every day at work, so I don't know if it's going out of style.
Should it be out of style? Or do you think? I think BBLs have gone outrageously bad now. I don't even think they're even attractive.
I
No
just
more.
think that's look.
How they get it done?
Shout out to the ladies out there who feel like they need their bodies enhanced or whatever. You are open to do whatever you want to your body. It is your body. But some of y'all be getting these BBLs, man, and it don't be matching the thigh meat, man. It be just too much.
Nah.
Learn
Shit.
how to match it with the thigh meat. Like you got these little stick legs and you got this big ass on there. Like, no, it
Looking
don't
like
look
the
right. It
looking
don't.
looking
It don't
looking
not look right at
looking
all.
looking like the letter P. Shit is
Yeah,
disgusting.
no,
Nasty work.
it just looks disgusting. So, and then not even just the BBL, just some of y'all with this plastic surgery, y'all just be doing way too much. Just get this, enhance it a little bit. That's it. You ain't gotta do too much. But you know what? It's your body. You do what you want, man. You want
I think niggas really love natural bodies, dog. I think they do, bro. I look the itty bitty titty gang. I'm all for it. I'm all for it with the waist and the little athletic booty. I'm all for the itty bitty titty community.
shout
They
out
need
to y'all.
love too.
Shout out
They
to y'all.
do.
Shout
Shout out to y'all, man. Look, a lot of y'all women. I ain't gonna say a lot of y'all, but I've seen some women from pre-surgery and post-surgery pics. Look, the pre-picture look way better than the post pic. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, you know what I mean? But shout out to all you ladies. You ladies are beautiful, man. A lot of y'all need to just, find the inner beauty and love yourself with what God created, man. God
And,
created you a certain way too.
and listen, shout out to my ladies out there. I ain't trying to dish y'all for y'all health. Y'all want to lose y'all little weight, that's cool. But some of y'all be looking better when y'all a little thicker than when y'all got skinny. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there.
Hey, and real talk, a lot of y'all taking a lot of years off y'all lifespan when y'all keep doing these surgeries. Y'all gotta remember that too.
Yeah, that plastic surgery table is not for the weak in mind. It's bad. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
And some of that plastic surgery is bad for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful out there. Plastic surgery is one thing where you get what you pay for. So
Yeah.
you better be careful out there.
Yeah. And I got one more, and this one's specifically for you, sir. Tony Khan says he'd be open to an AEW WWE Super Show. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I saw that interview, but he was also realistic about it. He said that it would be hard, and I know where it would be hard for because it would be like, well, who's going to win matches? WWE's going to want their top guy, which Cody Rhodes versus Swerve. They're going to want Cody to win. Mercedes Moné, if she's going against, I don't know, Bailey or Liv Morgan, they're going to want their champion to win the match. So that's a conflict in itself. Storylines, that's going to be a hard issue. So that will never happen, people. You know what I'm saying? Look, AEW has a good relationship with New Japan Wrestling. They have a good relationship with the excuse me, I think it's called CMLL, the Mexican League of Wrestling. They got a good relationship with them. WWE has just built a relationship with TNA. They've been sending their stars over to TNA doing shows over there, and some of the NXT stars over there to do shows, and some of their stars are coming to NXT and doing spots. So that's dope. That'll work. But AEW come unless, and I don't see this happening because this is be real. Tony Khan has more money than WWE. To believe it or not, they're Shad Khan is a billionaire, so he's got actually more money than Vince McMahon and all them whoever runs over at WWE. So they're not gonna run into A lot of people think that AEW is gonna be like WCW. No, WCW wasn't just, and I implore you to go watch the Vice, the downfall of WCW, who ruined WCW. It was TNT also. They was involved in that too. They didn't even want wrestling. You know what I'm saying? They all the time. Only person who wanted was Ted Turner, the owner. Everybody else, all them executives, they didn't care for wrestling. They hated it.
Mhm.
They was mad, and when they started getting ratings, they hated it even more. They
Yeah.
was doing some shady shit. They was taking a lot from. It was at one point they was taking from WCW's bottom line and giving it to other programs just to make them look like they ain't making the money that you think they making, which they was making all the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's never gonna happen because first of all, TV has changed so much. You know what I'm saying? So those executives at TNT now ain't salty at AEW right now. They love AEW. They want a wrestling show on there. So wrestling is huge, is bigger than what it's ever been. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the internet. So, but as far as AEW and WWE doing business, that will never happen unless somebody buys somebody out. That's never gonna happen. So, shout out to Tony Khan. He, like I said he would love it because he's a wrestling fan at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, he runs a company and he understands like this is a business, and I want my champion to win this match.
Hmm.
He ain't about to bury my guy. You know what I'm saying? So that would never happen. That would never happen. But hey, shout out to WWE and AEW, man.
Yeah,
They're
for
doing
sure.
good things. They're doing good things right now,
For sure. Well, that was random news of the week.
for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about the AFC West, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on. In that, and boom. All right. So let's start with the Broncos, man. So the Broncos, they signed Brandon Jones. They signed quarterback Zach Wilson. They signed defensive lineman Malcolm Roach. They signed wide receiver Josh Reynolds and cornerback Levi Wallace. They let go of quarterback Russell Wilson. Let go of safety Justin Simmons, who surprisingly still out there. They let go of wide receiver Jerry Judy. They traded him to the Browns. And then they drafted QB Bo Nix, outside linebacker Jonah Ellis, wide
Mhm.
receiver Troy Franklin, cornerback Chris Ames Drain, and running back Audric Esmond, and wide receiver Devon Bell, and guard Nick Giuliani. So, listen, I think they're the worst team in this division, and they possibly could be the worst team in the league this
Mhm.
year. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at that top three pick
Yeah.
next year. I think, look, if you haven't been watching this show and you haven't watched my Arrowhead G podcast show, I think Sean Payton is overrated. I've never thought he was a top tier coach. Do I think he's a good offensive mind? Of course I do. I think he's a very good offensive mind. He can't produce like you did. He has to have the right quarterback to do it. But this notion that he's this quarterback whisperer, nah. He had Drew Brees, and that was it. That was his most successful. Even with Drew Brees, he had a lot of bad seasons where they didn't make the playoffs. And this is with Drew Brees throwing for 5,000 yards in a lot of those seasons. So he was the butt end of a lot of bad seasons because the
Mhm.
defense was terrible. But still, at the end of the day, I think Sean Payton is overrated. I think he's entitled. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if he's the real quarterback whisperer with Bo Nix or Zach Wilson. We will see. But I just think they're devoid of talent. I don't think they have enough talent. Patrick Surtain is a beast. He's a baller. I think eventually he'll ask for a trade and get the hell out of Denver. Uh, Wide receiver core, Cortland Sutherland is cool. He's good, but I don't think he's the number one. I just don't. I don't
Yeah.
think he's the number one. So, Javante Williams, the running back, he had a step back last year because he was coming off the ACL tear. I assume that he'll be better this year, but I think they drafted somebody that might take his spot. So, or sign somebody, whatever. But like I said, I think they're going to be last in this division, and yeah, they're possibly could be the worst team in the league. So
Nah, yeah, like I agree with you on the Sean Payton front. I've never been like the biggest Sean Payton like guy. Like I agree with you. He's a great offensive coordinator. I don't think he's like a QB whisperer, but he's gonna get his opportunity to kind of prove us all wrong, with Bo Nix, you know what I mean? Like, I think Bo Nix is what, like 25 years old, 26 years old, something like that. So obviously, he's gonna be the starter going in. I'm curious to see how the development of Troy Franklin goes. I think he could be a promising wide receiver, in a sense. But overall, man, the Broncos are a long way away from being anything to make any news in the league anytime soon. So, and Broncos haven't been known for that, this since the 2000s. So, it's a different time for the Broncos, but hey, man, it's not going to be good this year. There's a lot of talent coming out next year in the draft, so they're going to be in play for maybe another quarterback, or if they want to add some defensive pieces, they want to use Patrick Surtain to maybe move up in the draft if they don't get the number one pick or something like that. There's going to be options for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see the likes of Patrick Surtain, Cortland Sutton, Javante Williams, all these guys be on other teams by next year. So
I also, what was I about to say? Damn. Also, they got to pay Russell Wilson still. I think they want to pay him 40 million or something like that. So it's all bad.
I'm sure that family that owns Walmart isn't really too happy with their purchase right now of the Broncos, right? Even though Walmart, man, I know they ain't missing no money, dog. I know they're doing well, so no one's crying them a river. But
no, not at all.
I'm kind of curious to see how they are looking at their investment right now.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about the LA Chargers. They get Jim Harbaugh. He is the new coach of the LA Chargers. They signed running back Gus. Also, they have offensive coordinator Greg Roman. They got running back Gus Edwards, running back J.K. Dobbins. So they got the Ravens backfield, which makes sense because they got Greg Roman, so he knows how to use those guys. Quarterback or linebacker Denzel Perryman. Linebacker Bud Dupree, defensive lineman Puna Ford, tight end Will Disley, center Bradley Bozeman, linebacker Troy Day. They traded away Keenan Allen to the Bears. They cut Mike Williams. They let go of running back Austin Eckler, tight end Gerald Everett, linebacker Kenneth Murray, linebacker Eric Kendricks, and then on the draft they got Joe Alt. From Notre Dame tackle. They got wide receiver Lab McConkey out of Georgia. They got linebacker Junior Colston out of Michigan. They got defensive lineman Justin Ogilvy out of Alabama. They got cornerback Tahib Steele out of Maryland. They got cornerback Cam Hart out of Notre Dame. They got running back Kamani Vidal out of Troy. And then they got wide receiver Brandon Rice, son of Jerry Rice, out of USC. Look, we all expect Jim Harbaugh to turn this team around. He's shown that he is a great coach. He did it in college. When he first was in college, he did it with San Diego State. He did it with Stanford. Then he went to the San Francisco 49ers. He turned that organization around. Then he went back to his alma mater in Michigan. He finally turned that place around and got his national championship last year. So he's coming to San Diego with Justin Herbert. I expect this team to be very disciplined, run the football, play good defense, and not put Justin Herbert in situations where he could fail. Now, it's all on Justin Herbert to come through when they need him and be that guy to take it to the next level when it's time to put the team on his back in the fourth quarter or whenever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's got to be that guy to show that he's this top five quarterback that people think that Justin Herbert is. He has to show that. So I think that, look, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a wild card this year, but I also wouldn't surprise if they don't make the playoffs, but they're a competitive team and give a lot of teams problems.
Yeah.
So, my only concern for them is their secondary and their wide receiver core. Can somebody stand apart? Lad McConkey, he's a rookie. He did some good things in Georgia. Well, we'll see. Joshua Palmer, is he a number one wide receiver? Quentin Johnson, word on the street is he's the fourth receiver. This is your first round pick from last year. Now I know this is Jim Harbaugh's pick, but he's down on the depth chart. He is fighting. He is fighting to get on the field. So it is not looking good for Quentin Johnson. So we will see this receiver core, somebody emerge out of his receiving core for sure.
Look, man, I've been trying to tell y'all about Quentin Johnson. I told y'all he was terrible, bro. I saw it in that championship game, man. When he can do nothing. But look, man, the Chargers going to be the middle of the road pack. They can, I can definitely see them. Maybe, I agree with you. They can either be competing to make one of the final playoff spots, or they'll be sixth, seventh round, sixth, seventh pick, in the first round or something like that. But with Herbert, man, you got your franchise quarterback, so they're solidified. Unfortunately, we all know with Jim Harbaugh, man, he's going to make this team very respectable here in the next 2-3 years, man. We all know it. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. That's something that we're going to have to be dealing with within this division. We all know that. We can all acknowledge that. We all love the Joe Alt pick. We all know Joe Alt is going to be a special offensive lineman. Lad McConkey, we saw what he did with Georgia. You know what I mean? He's going to be a really good wide receiver. So possession receiver, he'll be really good. Junior Colson from Michigan, I do like that as well. I think he's a solid linebacker pickup. They also got J.K. Dobbins and stuff like that. So obviously, we all think that the receiving core would probably be one of their weakest links, along with their cornerback position. But we all know that sooner or later those are going to get resolved, because those are the two big things that Harbaugh likes to see. He's a power running game style, so that running back position, there's probably going to be running back by committee. And then, he's going to put Justin Herbert in some favorable positions, play action pass, stuff like that. So, with the Chargers, man, they'll never have home field advantage. So they got to take advantage of whatever they can get while they can get it. But, hey, man, we'll see. We'll see how it goes with them. They could be anywhere. They could be in any kind of range of a team. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. I mean, DeSanti Samuel Jr. is a really good young corner.
He is.
But it's the other side. Can they get somebody on that other side? You still got Derwin James. He's still a beast, man. I would never take him. Can Joey Bosa stay healthy? That's the thing. Can he stay healthy? And Khalil Mack, he ain't getting no younger. You know what I'm saying? He had a good year last year.
The defense is a little old.
He's not getting no younger over there. You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised they kept both of them. I thought they were going to trade at least one of them.
I thought Bosa was gone. I thought Bosa was gone. So
that was surprised.
They both took pay cuts to stay. So obviously they bought into Jim Harbaugh. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's talk about your Raiders, man. Las Vegas Raiders. You know what I'm saying? They added defensive lineman Christian Wilkins, paid him a big contract. Running back Alexander Madison. They got quarterback Garner Minshew, tackle Audris Pete, guard Cody Whitehead. They had wide receiver Michael Gallup. He just recently retired. Tight end Harrison Bryant. And then you lost Jimmy G, wide receiver Hunter Renfro, running back Josh Jacobs, defensive lineman Jerry Tillery, tackle Jermaine Ellermer, tight end Austin Hooper, and cornerback Amik Robertson. And then you guys in the draft got Brock Bowers out of Georgia, center Jackson Power Jackson out of Oregon, tackle Diomar Glaze out of Maryland, cornerback DeCameron Richardson out of Ohio State, linebacker Tyler Eisenberg out of Ohio State, running back Dylan Lube out of New Hampshire, and safety Trey Taylor out of Air Force. Um, I admit it, even though I can't stand y'all. I admit it. You guys made some good moves in the offseason. Christian Wilkins will help your defensive line, and he will help out Max Crosby, especially with that pass rush. It won't all be on him to get to the quarterback. You have somebody in the middle to help him out. Um, I mean, Alex Madison, he's a good third down back. We all learned, and with the Vikings, he's not a starter, but he's a good third down back to Zaire White. Um, your receiving core is going to be good. You got Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers is a good number two. And then you got your two tight ends with Mike Mayer and Brock Bowers.
Yep.
This is a good tight end set. I can see y'all doing a lot of 12, 13 man personnel. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that, especially help with the running game and all that. But you guys could pass out of that, especially in the red zone. You guys are going to be good at that. Um, it just comes down to you got Jack Jones. I like Jack Jones. I like his attitude. Antonio Pierce, of course, he's the head coach now fully, so he's going to be able to implement his philosophies on here, not just halfway through the season trying to put stuff together. Now he had a whole off season to put his implement in this team. It just comes down to your quarterback. Is Aiden O'Connell the real deal, or can Gardner Minshew hold the fort down until you guys get a franchise quarterback?
Yeah.
That will determine if you guys make the playoffs this year, or if you are really competitive in this division. Um, I could see y'all being the second team in this division. I do, you know what I'm saying, and I do think y'all gonna be competitive in this division. Definitely be competitive with my Chiefs. We'll talk about them in a minute. But it all comes down to y'all quarterback and can your secondary, um, outside of Jack Jones, can y'all secondary emerge some other players? You know what I'm saying? I know you guys got what's his name?
Yeah,
Uh
Nate Hobbs. We got
yeah,
Trayvon Morig.
Maury. Yeah. So you guys got some guys over there. You just, can you guys put it and then with your pass rush, that will help your secondary out. But like I said, it just comes down to your quarterback play. Can Aiden O'Connell take that next step that he took from last year? Or does Garner Minshew come in and be that solid quarterback that can hold the fort down? So you guys get your franchise quarterback maybe next year or the year after. So I can see y'all. I can see if the quarterback situation is good for y'all, then I can see y'all making the wild card. I do.
Yeah, obviously we see that this team is taking over Antonio Pierce's kind of aura. You know what I mean? We feel it. We feel the Raider as Raider fans, Raider Nation. We feel that aura back. We feel it slowly coming back. You know what I mean? Um, this team is going to be predicated on this defense, man. This defense is literally going to probably going to have to carry us in a sense because we just don't know what we're going to get from the quarterback position. We don't know how far Aiden O'Connell has developed. Gardner Minshew, he's a really great stopgate quarterback as far as like he can get you 8 to 9 wins. We've seen him do it consistently, so he can give us some respectable quarterback play. So we got to see what's up with that. Obviously, we still got to always check on Devontae Adams and that whole situation. I don't expect him to go anywhere, but from things that we've seen and the receiver and some of the comments that he had, him, still talking about, yes, I would take Tom Brady. Like he still wants to win. So if unfortunate situations happen, which I don't foresee it happening, but it's always a possibility. Like if things don't start off great or go well, does that noise start getting louder and louder and louder? And literally, our beginning of our season is pretty damn tough. Like we literally play the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Browns within the first five games. So it's gonna really test us to see how good we can really be. Our running back room is a big question as well. We got to see what Zamir White really is. Is he really truly? Can he be a replacement to Josh Jacobs? Yes, he does look like a physical freak, but at the same time, like, does he have the maneuverability? Is he too big where he can't be elusive? Stuff like that. We see what he was able to do with Georgia when he was in college. Can he produce that in the NFL? Madison, I'm up in the air. Like, there was big promise for him last year, coming into the season last year, but through game tape and all that, he didn't look as promising. Maybe it was due to the play calling, run style, blocker scheme, whatever it could be. Maybe this system might fit him better, and we might be able to see what he really truly can be. But that's a question, you know what I mean? That could be one of our gray areas right there. The 2 tight end could be really special, man. This could be one of the more special tight end groups for future causes. Like Michael Mayer, some people considered him being the best tight end last year. Everybody easily considers Brock Bowers being the best tight end. Maybe some of them have him being like the best overall talent in this draft. So, for him to be able to fall down to us, man, Brock, I truly believe Brock Bowers is going to be the best tight end in this league here in the next couple of years, because I really strongly believe that the development of Trayvon Moehrig and Malcolm Kuntz, I think, is going to be huge. At least the progression of them. Like, we need Trayvon Moehrig to finally show out who he can really be in that backfield to help out Jack Jones. I think Jack Jones is a number one cornerback who can lock up a number one receiver. We have seen that. We still got Nate Hobbs. I think he's a really good slot defender. Trayvon Moehrig, we need him for that safety position. Being able to come up in and be able to blitz and be able to hold on the back end. He's going to be a real big key. And Malcolm Kuntz, like, he started off really slow last year, and he was able to like pick it up to the point where he looked like he looked like a great pairing with Max Crosby. Now with Christian Wilkinson there, does Malcolm Kuntz continue to progress and still be able to produce like he was at the end of the year? If he can do that, this defensive line could be one of the best, honestly, in this league. It really can, because Christian Wilkins, and we all know how Max Crosby is one of the more special defensive ends in the whole entire league. He's up there with the Chris Joneses, the Aaron Donalds when he was still in the league. He's that kind of talent. So it's going to be really interesting. As I said, the beginning of the season is going to be really tough. It's going to really tell me a lot on how we're going to be this year, as far as like the potentials to be able to compete for the division with the Chiefs and all that, and get a playoff spot. We have to win. We have to be at least 2-2 going in the first 4 games. I really believe that. If we can somehow be 3-1, I'm acting ignorant on this show that week, just letting y'all know. So I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get into this true Antonio Pierce experiment. And I'm really excited, man, to see these boys on the field, man. You could tell some of the clips that I've seen with the Raiders. I know it's only been a couple days in our training camp, but you could tell they're locked in, man. You see Devontae Adams locked in, Jack Jones is locked in, Max Crosby, you already know what's up with him. Ain't nothing said, but I'm excited to see how playoffs go, see the development of Aiden O'Connell, see how much he can progress, because if not, we're definitely going to be looking for a quarterback next year. And please don't let it be Dak Prescott, because I don't want to give him $60 million next year. Good Lord.
That's funny. All right, man. I'm talking about my Chiefs real quick. So we added, because this season was more so at re-signing guys, but we added Hollywood Brown to bring that speed element back to the offense. We were desperately missing that. We we mostly just re-signed our guys. Chris Jones, we signed him to the big contract. We re-signed Mike Dana, our other defensive end. We re-signed. We all re-signed. Oh,
Drew Tranquil, y'all
Drew
re-signed.
Tranquil, we signed him back to a 3-year deal. My thing yet. I just had it.
Edwards Hilaire, I think y'all re-signed.
Yeah, we signed him back to be our second back behind Pacheco. Oh, we signed quarterback Carson Wentz to be our backup. Say what you want about Carson Wentz, but you know what I'm saying, he's probably the best backup we had since even over Chad. And I love Chad Henne. Chad Henne won us some playoff games, but I think Carson Wentz is more talented than him. I know he gets a bad rap, but me and my boy Clarence get into it on our show about Carson Wentz. But I think Carson Wentz is still, arm talent wise, he's still better than fucking Chad Henne and Blaine Gabbert. But yeah, we signed Drew Tranquil back, Tashawn Wharton. We signed Irv Smith, Derek Nottie, Deion Bush, James Winchester. And in the draft, we went and got Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas, speedy wide receiver out of Texas. We got a tackle from BYU, Kingsley Suamataia. We got, what's that thing at? I just had it. My bad, y'all. My thing messing up. Yeah, find it. Where'd it go? There it go. Yeah, we got tight end Jared Wiley. We got safety Jaden Hicks, guard Hunter Norzad, cornerback Kamal Haddon, and then guard CJ Hansen. everybody's excited for Xavier Worthy. You know what I'm saying? He brings that speed element to that. He was a highly productive wide receiver coming out of Texas. I know a lot of people see him as this small 5'11", 160 guy, but he was healthy every year he was there at Texans, and he was highly productive each year. You know what I'm saying? So he was really good. I know he had AD Mitchell on the other side, but they was a good tandem together. Kingsley Suamataia um, is a very talented tackle. You know what I'm saying? He has all the tools, athleticism. He comes from a good pedigree. He's related to Pano Swell, Puka Nakua. He's got a slew of guys that's been in the NFL that he's related to. So he has his bloodline is good. Hopefully it transfers. But he's going to be battling now with our last year's third round pick tackle, Wanye Morris. Those two are going to be battling now to start for the tackle position. That is a big, thing for this camp. Friday they put the pads on, so that's going to be a big thing. Who's going to win that tackle position? I think it's Kingsley's job to lose. I think they want Kingsley to win that job because he's the more talented guy.
Mhm.
And then secondary, of course. Let's not be fooled. We let go of Legarius Sneed. We traded him to the Titans. Can somebody, and Trent McDuffie, he's going to be the guy. He's a first round pick. He's shown flashes. He was an all pro in the slot. Can he move to the outside and be that guy? I believe he can, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Can he take that step to be a top 5 corner in this league? And the number 2 corner, Joshua Williams, Najee Johnson, Jalen Watson. Can one of you guys step up and be that number 2 guy? I don't expect Spags to do the same thing that he did with the Jerry Sneed, but I do, I think he's going to figure some things out to work it in. Shamari Connor, another guy we drafted last year, he showed flashes. I think you're going to play him in the slot a lot because they did it last year. Um, but those are my 2 concerns. Also, my other concern is linebacker. Can they find somebody that can replace Willie Gay? Leo Chenal, who tested real good, and he's a very athletic linebacker. He's not Willie Gay athletic because Willie Gay ran a 4.3 and he showed it on the field. So he was an athletic beast. I was kind of disappointed that we couldn't resign him back to that 1 year, $5 million deal. Like we could have brought him back for that. So I thought he was going to get paid, but he didn't. But shout out to him. He's in New Orleans doing his thing. Um, but yeah, man, it comes down, can this defense be anything close to what we were last year? Chris Jones, our last year first round pick, Felix and DK Nzama, defensive end, kind of had a red shirt year, showed some flashes, especially in the Super Bowl. He had a big tackle in the Super Bowl. He had to fill in for Charles Amini, who had the ACL tear and is out. He's probably going to be out for probably the first 6 to 7, 8 games. Rasheed Rice. Are they going to suspend him? Because they don't know. Clark Hunt said that he hasn't talked to the league. The league hasn't told him anything about a suspension. So I don't know if they waiting. Maybe the court thing, they got to wait till next year and he gets suspended. I don't know if they be like, right when the playoffs come, yeah, he's out. You know what I'm saying? So, but all in all, I think the offense is going to be better. I see Patrick Mahomes. I know it's training camp and they ain't in pads yet, but I do see the smile on his face. He's throwing the ball down the field and he's happy again. So I expect us to be able to throw the football down the field. I think we got some guys that can get separation at the line. I'm excited for our tight end, Jared Wiley, man. I'm not saying he's Travis Kelce, but I do think he's going to add an element at that number 2 tight end position. Shout out to Noah Gray. I like Noah Gray, but I just think he's a little bit more athletic. He's bigger, and he's showing some things right now. We'll see what the pads come on, though. But I do expect us, I expect us to win this division and be right there to, challenge for a Super Bowl. So.
I think me personally, I think you guys have had a lot of outside noise all year. I don't know if that's going to come to bite y'all. I get it. Y'all think with Mahomes, everything is sheltered. You know what I mean? Nothing can go wrong. I'm not mad at the Xavier Worthy pick. He does have a lot of speed. I still think Adonai Mitchell was the better receiver out of those two from Texas. But you do get the speed. I still think Xavier Worthy and Marquise Brown are kind of the same player. I don't know how that's going to work. Marquise Brown, he's a good receiver. He does have he'll be cool. I wonder if Rasheed Rice, depending on his suspension, He is going to get suspended. We just don't know how long and when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Um, can he fix the drop rate? He had one of the highest drop rates last year. Can he get that cleaned up? Um, Isaiah Pacheco, he showed a lot of promise last year. He looked like he kind of like found his little groove. Does the Travis Kelce age, does that creep up? When does that start happening? We all know that's going to happen. I do like the pick. I'm a little upset with Jerry Wiley. Like, I do like him as a tight end. So I'm not happy about it, but you guys should be. Honestly, I like Jerry Wiley. I think he can be cool. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Travis Kelce or anything like that, but he can definitely solidify. I definitely like him better than Noah Gray. But we got to see what's up with Travis Kelce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when does that age start creeping up? Does he start slowing down? Is he able to continue to produce the way he did? He even said it in some of his interviews that he didn't really go all out until more close to the end of the year. So we got to see how that goes. And then I agree with you. Trent McDuffie, I think it's going to be a show me time for him, especially with L'Jarius Sneed out there, not there anymore. So he's going to be put on the island a lot more. Can he be the guy that can solidify that cornerback position and guard these number ones? Man, Chiefs are going to go through a gauntlet of great receivers this year. So, it's gonna put on a big show. He may, we'll see. Maybe he'll start off strong off the bat. Maybe he'll start off slow and then find his bearings towards the end of the year. So we'll see. Like, at the end of the day, like, look, the Chiefs are always going to compete. They're always going to be in conversations for Super Bowls and winning this division. I know I lost how many times y'all won this division so far. Hopefully my Raiders can compete and snatch that crown away. I know we don't fear y'all, but at the end of the day, you guys have the crown. So, we got to go through y'all to, beat y'all. And, I'm tired of hearing y'all talking about this is the Chiefs Invitational bullshit. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of seeing y'all motherfuckers smiling. I'm tired of y'all gloating. I don't want to see Taylor Swift, walking into the stadium no more. I'm good on that shit.
Bring her in, baby. Woo!
Get ready for all that bullshit this year. So, hey man, good luck to y'all, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Good luck to y'all. Let the best team win, dog.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also a little concerned about this Justin Reed injury. He has a quad injury. They said he might miss most of training camp and preseason. We'll see. But I am excited for the safety that we got, Jordan Hicks out of Washington State. This kid is really nice. I saw his tape. The dude flies around. He can hit. And if he could fill in nicely for, a couple of games for Justin Reed, because they already got him out there doing first team reps and all that stuff. I don't know. He might take Justin Reed job. Never know. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it happen in this league, man, where a young guy comes in, balls out, and the other dude just don't get his job back. But and then another thing is the wide receiver. I have to mention the back end of our wide receivers, because I think Marquise Brown, Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy is a lot. Maybe even Justin Watson. I know he got hurt today, but I think Justin Watson is a lot too. Maybe Mecole Hardman, because they signed him back. I think Mecole might be a lock in too. But probably that last position is going to be a fight between. I know people hate to hear his name, but Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney's not getting that shit, bro. He already causing fights, man. Already.
No, listen. That wasn't his fault. That wasn't his fault.
Why do y'all still have him on your team, bro? Why is he still on your team?
Listen.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Listen to me. The Chiefs have been telling us they love this dude. And look, when he has the ball in his hands, he can do some things. So they've been putting him at running back, dog.
Oh, wow. So he can fumble it now? Jesus. He had the second highest drop rate last year. Well, come on, man. You know what? I pray to God he makes your team. I really do. I really do.
Look,
I really do.
Listen.
I hope he does.
It's not looking good for Scott Moore. It's just not. He's not having a good camp so far. I know the pads ain't on, but he's been dropping passes left and right. He's just in his head.
So you think he's a cut this year?
He might get cut or like a
practice squad.
The 7th round conditional pick type deal. I think Scott Moore might need a new reset, man. I think he might need to go to another team, man. I just don't think that. I think he's in his head, man, because it wasn't just Chiefs talking about Scott Moore when it came to that draft. It was top.
No.
It was top. analysts and the Bucky
They like
Brookses
Sky
and
Moore, yeah. They like Sky
the
Moore. Yeah.
Daniel
They like Sky Moore.
January, they were hyping this dude up. And we saw his rookie year, we saw flashes. I remember the Chargers game when we had some receivers out. Juju was out. I think MVS was out, or somebody was out. Some of our top receivers were out, and he showed some flashes. Man, he made some big catches for us. He made a catch in the Super Bowl. Like we thought that Sky was going to take that step last year, and he just for whatever reason he even had a good camp last year, and it just for whatever reason it just him and Mahomes cannot get on the same page. Man, it just I don't know what it is. I don't know when his rookie year. I know he was doing punt returns, and he ain't never done punt returns before. He muffed a few of them. I don't know if that broke his confidence. I don't know, but I don't. It's just not looking good for Sky Moore. I'm rooting for Sky Moore because I think he's a good kid, and I think he does want to try and do good. But I just think he's in his head, man, and it's just not looking good, man. And then we got Josh, the elephant in the room, Justin Ross. He's gonna have to have an excellent camp. You know what I'm saying? For now, he provides something that we don't have on this team, and that's height. He's 6'4", 2-something pounds. But I don't know if it's just too late for him. I think last year was the time for him to show something. And then when he got in trouble for his situation with his baby mama, he was out. I think that hurt him. I think that hurt him a lot. He's going to have a great camp. He's going to have a good preseason. But I can see him either going on the practice squad or he'll be on somebody else's roster. Now, there is a dark horse. This kid named Nico Remigio. He was showing something last year. He's out of Fresno State. He looked good last year in punt return, and playing receiver. He's made some big catches so far. I think he's the dark horse. Matt Nagy is like his number one fan. Like every time you speak of Nico Remigio, he lights up and he's like, I'm rooting for this kid. I want him to make it. Like that's how much because he's one of those guys that's like he's not flashy, he's not that he just runs his routes right. He's always in the spot that you need him to be in. Like he's one of those guys. He's just he just plays, he just know how to play football. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if this kid makes the roster. You know what I'm saying? I think it's between him, and I know it's crazy, but I think it's between him and Kadarius Toney to make that last wide receiver spot. I do.
You know how bad you got to be when you can't play better than Kadarius Toney. That's bad. That's bad.
I think Kadarius Toney is playing on his contract season, man. Contract year is always undefeated. I think he's motivated, man.
This is why Chiefs fan pissed me the hell off. They can't just say. They just can't say. They just can't say it.
No, trust me. They've been saying it.
Kadarius Toney is awful, bro. I pray to God he makes the squad. He finds his way to be the number one receiver somehow. Y'all got to play him. I need to see it. I want to see it. Because you know what? He going to drop the ball when you most need him to catch it. He going to fumble that motherfucker when he need to. He going to get suspended for some dumb shit sooner or later. Like it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen, man. This is the team of penitentiaries. Okay. Like this shit is crazy. It's so honest, bro.
It's not a team of the penitentiary. Nobody's going to the penitentiary.
What you mean, dog?
Who's going to the penitentiary? Nobody.
All right, man. Hey, I'm just saying, man. That Officer News blog, man. Now it's just nothing but Chiefs names on that bitch.
No, stop.
This chief, that chief, this chief. Like,
some guy got pinched for weed. He was stupid. He should have smoked the weed in Missouri.
I know you cut him, but you had the homie with the dog situation, him beating up his girl and all that. You got the Ray Rice situation. You got Kadarius Toney just being Kadarius Toney walking around. Just don't do nothing. You got Patrick Mahomes with another drama baby and shit. Like,
why you gotta have a drama baby? God, you can't congratulate the man from having a baby.
I'll fucking. Yeah, congratulations to Mahomes and Mrs. Mahomes for their third girl. He can't get that boy to save his life, boy. I'm telling you. Got a boy. You got a boy?
Yeah, second child is a boy.
Oh, I thought they had 3 girls. My bad.
No. He got the second.
That's not including the sexual abuser, his brother. You know what I mean?
We don't claim him.
That's crazy, bro.
We don't claim
That's
him.
crazy.
We don't claim him.
Taylor Swift causing drama in all season. You know what I'm saying?
His daddies.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Travis Kelce, you know, did he even train or was he too busy living
Now
the Taylor Swift
he out there making
lifestyle?
plays. What you talking about, man?
Oh, he is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
That's
out
what's
there
up.
doing his thing, man.
That's what's up, man.
He the
That's
one
what's
that
up.
got after the whole. Because look, I know y'all talking about Kadarius Toney threw a ball, but George Kalafis, man, what you doing, man? We can't be hurting the players now.
They don't like his ass either. That's what
He hit that nigga hard too. He hit hard.
they don't like his ass either, bro. Come on, man.
Travis Kelce got in his face. Like, hold on, what you doing,
you
homie?
think they actually fuck with Kadarius Toney? Do you think when he runs on that field, they're like, oh yeah, it's Kadarius Toney? Or like,
I think they rock with him, dog. They be smiling and kicking it with him.
oh no, I'm off the field. They might fuck with him. I'm talking about the moment he runs on that field.
Even on the field, man.
All right.
That Vaughn came on. He was feeling it.
When you see Kadarius Toney run on that field, what's your first thing that runs in your mind?
Just don't make him number one.
Come on, man. You can't even say it, dog. Don't be scared. If he hears it, he hears it. It's all right.
No, I'm serious. If
All
just
right.
don't make him the number one wide receiver, dog.
No.
If he's the fourth and fifth wide receiver,
Oh, the fourth and fifth. How many motherfucking receivers you got on the field at this particular play?
I'm just saying, if he's the fourth and fifth guy, that means you ain't got to rely on him as much. You're limiting his touches. That's what I'm saying. If Marquise Brown, Rasheed Rice, and Xavier Worthy are the top three guys, and then you got Justin Watson coming up behind them, I'm fine with that. And then you still got Travis Kelce, maybe Jared Wiley, Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's down on the pecking order. I ain't too much worried about Kadarius Toney on this team this year. Because if he fuck up this year, it's over. Like, first game, he dropped a pass against the Ravens. They putting him on the bench.
No, that's peace.
Sky Moore might be out there.
That's peace.
Nico Maramillo, he might be out there. So we'll see.
Yeah,
hey, man. Well said, man. I'm excited for football season this year.
Yeah, me too.
All right, man. You got any other news?
Nah, man. You know, just ready to finish this week off strong here at work, man, and ready for the weekend already. So,
hey, man, shout out to Jamar Chase, man. I saw that little clip, man.
Oh, when he didn't want to announce
he didn't want to say
Mahomes'
names, man. That was funny. I get it though. I get it. I love it. It's for the rivalry, baby.
I don't understand Joe Burrow's haircut to save my life, man. I don't know if this man want to be a Golden Lord, albino. Yeah, I don't know if he's like giving prelude to the new Eminem album. I don't know what he doing. I don't know what that look is, man.
He had the long hair, don't care for a minute there. And then he cut it, and now he's blonde hair as Burrow. So I don't know.
Look like he getting ready for an American X role or some shit. Like, don't look right. That just screams out like, I ain't gonna say it, but you know, it just screams out that.
That's the best stuff, man.
You know I'm telling the truth though. Like you just seem like I don't know, man. You like got swastika on your back or some shit.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It's a reality. That's what it looked like. Not saying he does. Not saying he promotes that shit. But that
you see that Trent Williams wants a new contract.
Who?
Trent Williams. And that's his name.
Oh yeah. Hey man, you know, line him up, man. Him, Brandon Ayuk. Y'all figure it out, man. Trent Williams is getting a little older though. You know what I'm saying?
He gets injured a lot too.
He do, but and then once he gets hurt, man, that whole old line just goes down the dump. So he's a big proponent. He might be the most important player to that offense. It might not be anybody else, but it might not even be Christian McCaffrey. It's Trent Williams. So they're gonna have to pay him his money. You know what I mean? I don't know how much more he's asking for. I know how many more years he wants to play. So you know, it's gonna be quite interesting knowing that Brandon Ayuk wants his money. I know he did ask for a trade. I feel like with the Niners, I feel like they're kind of holding out. See if they can get him through this year, then give him his money, and then I could see them probably like getting rid of Debo, trading Debo or some, or figuring out that whole situation.
Yeah. You think that Dallas plays Dak?
That I don't know. I really don't know I don't know what Dallas is going to do. I'm surprised that Michael Parsons is the quietest one out of the three. You know what I mean? But CD Lamb's clearly made it known that he ain't gonna be playing anytime soon until he gets that contract. So who knows how long that's gonna be. Dak, look, Dak's gonna be there, but it's hard for me to see Dallas Cowboys giving them $60 million, but they may not have no choice. They may not have a choice. You know what I mean? They got to figure out how they're gonna pay all these cats, because at this point, if they pay all three of them, that's not gonna be looking good for the rest of that squad, man. As far as like being able to fill that team out with talent, you know what I mean? That's gonna be strictly, providing depth from the draft, So
out of those three, who you think gets traded? If they were to trade any one of those three.
My gut tells me Dak. I don't think he'll get traded, but I think he'll be the first one to leave, just in the sense of, especially how the contract played a part last year. I don't think him and Jerry Jones are like the closest. So,
and at the same time, Dak does have a no trade clause in this.
He does have a no trade clause, but as far as just who leaves the team first, I could see Dak being the one that leaves first. I think Jerry Jones wants to keep CD and Michael Parsons, and I think they believe they could probably find like another quarterback, which in a sense is like, look, if you're not going to sign Dak, why not just trade him now, and then try to just you got a lot of quarterbacks coming out in the draft next year. There could be some quarterbacks available next year. We got to see what's up with Kyle Murray. See how that situation goes. Like, you never know. Like, they might be open to trading him. I know they gave him his money, but you never know, especially with these young quarterbacks that are coming out. Shador Sanders, Carson Beck, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward.
Would you trade him and see what you got in Trey Lance?
Yeah, why not? I'm like, if CD ain't gonna be showing up anytime soon, why not just see what's up? Doesn't hurt. Like, I don't look. If you have some common sense, I wouldn't expect the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't think they're going to be making any noise. So, at this point, this would be the perfect year to kind of recalibrate what you want to do with this team. You know what I mean? So, I was trying to consider blowing it up.
A lot of people are speculating that they think Jerry Jones is going to sell the team.
Damn, that's gonna be a big hunk of change, boy, coming his way. I could see the Cowboys being sold for like 11, 12 billion. I could see that shit with ease. It's probably the most profitable franchises next to the Lakers and Yankees, honestly.
That's why they're not doing anything, because they're trying to sell.
Well, I think I already know who will be first in line for that. It'll be Bezos. Bezos will be the first one in line for that one. That's the biggest franchise you can get as far as like American sports, next to the Yankees and Lakers.
I could see Jay-Z getting involved too, somehow.
I could see that. I could see maybe, I know Bron's focused on the Vegas team, so I know he's really focused on that. But I could see him maybe getting involved with the Cowboys. I know that's been one of his many favorite teams that he's had in his fucking career. So, you know what I mean? It's just one of many. You know what I mean? So, but
he said one of many favorite teams.
Like, it's crazy because you have the Boston Celtics being available for sale. You're telling me now that the Cowboys could be up for sale. Look, I wouldn't be surprised sooner or later that the Lakers come up for sale sooner or later. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeannie Buss starts considering selling this team eventually.
Who do you think will buy the Lakers?
I think there'll be a long line through the Lakers. Who do I see? I don't know, man. I really don't know who would.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, well, you always got to throw in Magic there, especially just with his connection with the Lakers. I think he would definitely be intrigued by buying up the Lakers. I would love that. I would love for Magic Johnson to be a part of that. As far as anybody else, that could be another situation depending on how soon that Cowboys. Let's say hypothetically, the Lakers and Cowboys both were to be made available right now with the Boston Celtics. Who do you think? Which franchise would you go first? If you had the money, which franchise out of those three would you want to buy first?
It definitely wouldn't be the Celtics. That's difficult. I don't know. I might edge the Cowboys.
You say Cowboys? This is
Mm.
why I say the Lakers. I edge the Lakers just by global
Mm.
um advertisements that the Lakers get. Like they're known worldwide. I think Dallas is more known as being dominant within the states. You know what I'm saying? Like Lakers, they're big in North America, Asia,
Mm.
Japan, Europe. You know, so
No, I
uh,
hear you.
all three of those franchises are they're the biggest franchises you can get as far as in North American sports. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see who purchases these teams if Jerry Jones does. Do you think there will be a celebration if he were to announce that he's willing to sell the team?
Hell yeah.
Think Cowboys fans would celebrate?
Yep. Skip Bayless would be the first one.
Where do you think Skip Bayless goes, man? Do you really think he retires?
No, I think he does his show. I think he just continues his Skip Bayless show that he has
Yeah.
on YouTube. I think he just does that. That way he could just give his viewpoints. He ain't got to worry about nobody telling him what to do.
Mhm.
And I think that's what he does. Now, if somebody offers him a job, maybe CBS Sports or somebody like that, maybe. But I think he's just run his run. I think he's had his run as far as on national TV. I just think he
Yeah.
has. I think these networks are telling you they want a young face on there.
Yeah, I could agree to that. I think they want some newer talent, some fresher faces. Um, yeah, I could agree. I can agree to that.
Because I was listening to Nick Wright in an interview, and even he, because they was asking him, him taking over. Like the guy said, "Would you ever take over Undisputed?" And he was like, "No," because I feel like he's saying this is my opinion. He's just like, I feel like it's a lateral move. I like first things first. I
Yeah,
love where I'm at. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I don't think that's a step up just because of the time slot. Because he said on TV, he just doesn't feel like time slots really matter. It's what you do with the show that you got. You know what I'm saying? So he said he would never he never considered it. Um, so I just think Undisputed. I don't know what they're gonna do with Undisputed. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. I think they just take the show off completely.
I heard that they're trying to find people. I
I
heard
don't
they're
know
trying to
why.
keep it. I heard they're trying to keep it. I don't
I
think
don't
it's a
know why.
coincidence that they made first 2 hours now though.
Mm.
I,
I don't
I
know. I don't know who you get to replace that because the number one thing you're gonna do, like, all right, you getting rid of Skip Bayless, get rid of Keyshawn Johnson and Paul Pierce. They gotta go. Rachel Nichols, I would love to see her stay if they're gonna keep the show. I just don't know who they
Now
make a part of.
supposedly there's a rumor that Max Kellerman is coming back to national TV.
I hope so. He needs to be on national TV.
Would you give him a call?
100%. I never look. I get it. Some people thought he was maybe a little long winded with certain aspects of his debate shit, but I thought he was fucking entertaining to me, and I love that he used to get on fucking Stephen A. Smith's nerves. I used to love that shit. But we all know I've been questioning why Max Kellerman has not been on TV, especially for the boxing purposes.
Well,
Uh,
he said because I forgot who was talking. One of the guys that was on the panel with him at HBO was in the interview, and he's real close with Max Kellerman. And he said when he got fired from ESPN, they still pay him. So as long as he's still being paid, he can't work nowhere else. I guess that expires at the end of this year.
Gotcha. Okay, well that makes sense. Hey, if you're getting paid just to be at home,
And that's what he
hey,
said.
sign me up, my guy. Sign
That's
me
what
up.
he said. He told him
Hey,
he was like, "This is the best job I've ever had. I ain't got to work and I get paid." So I guess that expires at the end of this year, and then he'll probably step back out there in the limelight.
well, that's exciting news to me because I really, especially where boxing is going, I think boxing is at one of its most exciting moments. Like I'm sad that we didn't get to see him when it was Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. I'm sad we didn't get to see him when we had the Ryan Garcia Tank fight. this past Tank fight. I would love to hear everything going on, what his thoughts were with Deontay Wilder, the Shakur Stevenson situation, like, you know, Vasily Lomachenko dropping out of the Tank shit. I need to hear from Max Kellerman. He's the messiah for boxing for me. You know what I mean? He's the number one person I want to hear from. So I'm excited for him to get back out there, and hopefully sooner than later for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see the new podcast from Andre Ward?
Yeah, I know. I don't know why people thought he was coming out of retirement. I'm like, bro, he ain't coming out of fucking retirement. It's a podcast, bro. Congratulations to him, man. Just another voice within the community of boxing. I'm excited to that. I think his first one was an interview with Terrence Crawford or something like that. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, but I will. Obviously, Terrence Crawford's fights next week, so I'm really excited to watch that next week. So yeah, man, shout out to him. I'm still intrigued to know the situation with Nate Robinson. I'm curious to see if he ever get the donor that he needs for his situation. So prayers out to him, man. Hopefully he's able to find that. I haven't heard any news about that. Prayers out to Delonte West. I know it was like a while ago. I saw a video of him out in the street. That's still sad. That might be one of the saddest sports stories out there currently right now, next to Nate Robinson.
You excited for any music?
Yeah, I'm excited for this Tory Lanez.
You see that Portier Lil Wayne track?
I saw the clip. The Lil Wayne song good in the track. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know any other new music coming out this week.
No, DJ Premier has a song dropping.
Oh, Mustard comes out this week, so I'm excited for that. Mustard's album comes out this week, so I'm excited.
DJ Premier has a song with Lil Wayne, Big Sean, and Rick Ross, which that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wayne and Rick Ross.
I saw the little snippet with Kasana did a little snippet of Drake's new song. Sound good. Sound a lot better than the other bullshit that he was dropping. So I'm intrigued by that. I think it's cool. I'm not saying this is a hit, like, you know what I mean, but it's a lot better than what I've been hearing. We still waiting for that Kendrick snippet to drop. Hopefully that shit drop sometime in the future.
Let's see.
Somebody I saw online before we got on, somebody that Kendrick knows, they dropped a snippet of a new song. Sound pretty fire.
I think he's on PG Lang.
PG Lang, yeah. I saw that. So there's a snippet going around of a new Kendrick feature. So that one sounded pretty cool. Still waiting on ASAP Rocky to drop. Whenever that shit gonna happen, who knows? So
yeah, man, we'll see, man.
How's your dynasty going?
It's cool.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Cool. What's your record, dog? What's going on, man? What's up? You want to talk about it?
Nope.
Your recruiting going bad? Like, what's going on?
No, my recruiting is actually pretty good, man. They got a couple 5-stars and 4-star recruits, man.
Oh, they coming in. They signed on. Okay. I'm still trying to convince this 5-star D lineman and 5-star running back. It's like he's like the Christian McCaffrey running backs right now. Cali, he got his number 1, but we haven't sealed the deal yet. So still trying to make that work.
For sure. All right, man. That should be a wrap, man. Let's give a shout out to the sponsor.
Yep.
Glitch Energy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Glitch. They've been rocking with us for, pretty much since day one. Glitch Energy drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, and grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code CrisStyleMall to get 10% off your purchases, so you can start enjoying these great drinks, man. So use the promo code, support, save some money.
Yeah, for sure, man. whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast on, whether it be Amazon, Apple, Google, Amazon, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you listen to your podcast on. Chris Dalmon podcast is on there. Go ahead and follow us. Listen to our episodes from the recent ones to the past ones. Also, if you're first time watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and when we go live on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, jump in the live with us. You can talk about these topics in the comment section, man. We want to hear from you guys. We want you guys to be a part of this show as much as we are. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Whatever social media platform you use, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Twitch. If you got any of those social media platforms, go ahead and follow us at Chris Allen Mall. We will follow you back with just some regular guys who like to talk sports, music, movies, video games, all kinds of stuff. So go ahead, follow us, and also hit us up. Got any feedback, critiques? If you got a question or a topic that you want us to bring up on the show, hit us up, man. If we like the question or the topic, we will bring it up. We will shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, email, or hit us up in the mentions, and we will get back to you as soon as possible, as soon as we see it. So go ahead and hit us up, man, and follow us. All right, good people. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Whether you're at work this week, whether you're in vacation, whatever you're doing this week, man. We hope you guys have a blessed week. Hope you guys are good. Be safe out there. Don't do nothing we wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And until next Monday, we out.